Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. So about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, man, I want to talk about where's Victor Wembanyama at, guys? Has anyone seen Victor Wembanyama? Where's Victor Wembanyama? This dude been out for like, what, a month, it seems like. I don't know how long he's been out. I think he's out with a calf or something. That doesn't sound good. It don't sound good, the calf, man. I tell you right now, these are injuries. These guys, man, goodness great. I mean, we just can't. The NBA can't survive with the best players never playing. We're going to talk about this video because I don't know where the hell Victor Wembanyama is, man. My goodness. Dude, we need you guys out on the court, and you guys are never there. They're always hurt. There's always something. The man's played, what, 12 games this year, man? My goodness. We're going to talk about this video, guys. Damn it. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the state's been supporting my channel, man. Once again, guys, I am truly humble, guys. Like I said, man, but all support, man, for real. Like I said, you guys truly humble, man. Everybody out there, man. Shout out to everybody in Canada, man. You guys have been a true supporter of me. Canada are the second biggest people, or the second biggest country, I guess, or in my analytics. You guys are number 2, right behind the USA. So shout out to everybody in Canada, man, that have been representing and rolling with me. Shout out to everybody in the Philippines. You guys are always in there at number 3. So shout out to everybody in the Philippines, everybody in Canada, man. Like I said, it means a lot for you guys to come through. I see a lot of you guys in the comment section. Say some of you guys sometimes in the live chat when I do these lives. So much respect to everybody out there in those 2 places, man. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I just wanted to talk briefly and just say, like, where's Victor Wembanyama at, man? Where is this dude? Where is he? You know, I did a video on Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs, right? They had a 5-0 start, and I talked about how that was the first 5-0 start in San Antonio Spurs history. That's part of the reason why I made the video, because with a historic franchise that the San Antonio Spurs has been around for a while, and some of the great teams that they've had there, some of the great players they've had there, that was the first 5-0 start. I was like, that was mind-blowing to me. So, that seems like a long time ago, though, now. A long time ago. I don't know what the Spurs record is. I think I want to say they're 16-7 right now. Something like that. I want to say, I think they played 23 games so far. So they're actually playing pretty good basketball. They've been pretty consistent. Even without Victor Wembanyama, they're still winning games. So shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. This is not a video to tear down Victor Wembanyama or, you know, make fun of him or knock him or anything. Where is this dude? Because like I said, the league needs him. We need him for the league. The league needs someone like Victor Wembanyama there. Now, I told you guys, I'm not a big Victor Wembanyama guy. I'm not saying that, oh, I'm a huge supporter of Victor Wembanyama. I love that dude. I don't know him like that. But I'm behind what I was seeing him do this season, right? And I told you guys, part of the thing I told about in the video was that, or part of the problem I had last year with him is that the man was taking 10 threes a game. And I said, dude, we don't need your 7'4" butt taking 10 threes a game. Dude, take yourself into the mid-range. Take yourself into the post. Because I told you it was twofold. 1, you're chugging up all these threes. That's not helping you. 2, it's not helping your team win. I told you the Spurs were worse when he shot more than 7 threes. 7 or more threes, they had a losing record. Under that, they had a winning record. So I said, dude, you're not looking at this stuff. I said, no one pulled him aside and told him this. Also, I said, when you're shooting those threes and you're camping out there on the paint, on the three-point line, you weren't getting that many free throws. He was shooting more threes than free throws per game. This year, he reversed that. More free throws per game than threes he was taking. So I celebrated him for making the change and understanding how you're going to be great, how you're going to really impact the game for the San Antonio Spurs is not by taking 10 threes a game. I told you, I remember on Christmas Day last year, right? Christmas Day last year, guys, almost a year ago. Me and my father, my brothers, we're watching the Knicks versus San Antonio Spurs on Christmas Day, guys. We watch basketball every Christmas, guys. It's like a religion for us on Christmas Day. Same thing on Thanksgiving, we watch football. Christmas Day, we're watching basketball, and we're watching the Knicks, right? And we're getting hyped up. This man took, I believe, 16 threes in that game, Victor Wembanyama. And I believe he had a 40-20 game. He took 16 threes, guys, and made like 3 of them or something like that. Didn't make a lot of them, maybe 7 of 16, whatever it was. But he took a bunch of threes. And we're watching the game. The Knicks ended up winning that game. It was a really good game. But I said to myself, we were saying, why does this guy keep shooting these damn threes up? You're not helping your team win? So once again, I was celebrating Victor Wembanyama this year for what he was doing. Like I said, he was playing an overall game, rebounding, blocking shots, running the court, right? He was playmaking. Like I said, he wasn't camping out. He was taking like 2 or 3, 4 threes a game. That was, excellent. And then he disappeared. And we haven't seen Victor Wembanyama in a long time, man. I told you, I believe he's played 12 games this season, guys. The Spurs have played 23. So he's already missed half their season. Half the season already. He's on the verge of being disqualified from any postseason accolade, a block title, an all-star, an all-NBA selection, an MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year award, which he's never won. I think we all agree he probably should have won his rookie year. I get it, he didn't. But he's going to be disqualified from his accolade soon. They say you've already missed 12 games, or almost 12 games, 11 games already this season you've missed. You can only miss 17. He's out for the next game, the Cup game. He's out for that game. They said they ruled him out. So that's going to be game number 12. So like I said, if you miss half the season, right? Last year, how many games he played last year? Right? Half the season, essentially, he played. A little bit more than half the season he played. It's looking like the same thing again this year. So once again, when we talk about the NBA struggling, and we're talking about these guys, and I'm not saying he's load managing. That's not what it's about. I'm not using that here. When we're talking about him just missing games, though, these guys are not healthy. They're not tough. They're not durable. They're not bigger, stronger, faster. Guys are actually weaker, softer, and more frail. And then they turn around and say, what? You hear guys like this clown, Steve Kerr. I'm really getting tired of Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's becoming a problem. He loves to keep talking about how much running the players are doing and how much wear and tear it is in their bodies and all they're doing is, that's what we got to sit. Like, dude, you're lame. You're lame as hell. You're really going to sit there and act like these guys don't have all the advantages over the guys in the past? They've done everything to cater for these guys, right? Less back-to-backs. That's supposed to help you. You get more rest, these guys do. They get to travel on these nice jets. They're not playing on these crummy courts, these bad sneakers. Like, give me a break, man. Weird stuff on these clowns. But these guys are never there. So how is the game going to be lifted up? It's not just Victor Wembanyama. He's supposed to be the biggest star right now, the biggest young star. Victor Wembanyama, man, he came with all the hype. Yo, there's no one in the 90s like Victor Wembanyama. There's no one like that. They're already comparing him to Michael Jordan. I told you that clown, Mike Korzemba, I think he was, had a poll up there. Who you drafting to start your team? Michael Jordan, right? Victor Wembanyama now, LeBron James. Like some weird stuff out here. It might have been rookie Jordan versus or prime Jordan versus like prime Wembanyama. I did a video on this. I laughed at this guy, Korzemba. He's a clown, that guy, man. You see the polls this guy puts up? These guys are weak. You're weak, man. You put these polls up, you're hyping this dude up, and then he's never there. Of course I'm starting my team with Jordan over Wembanyama. The dude was there. Michael Jordan suffered a severe foot injury second season, guys. A legit foot, I tell you, a Liz Frank injury. Go Google it right now. It's a career-threatening injury. And he came back from that. Came back from it. Forced him to play him. This guy, Victor Wembanyama, man, he ain't never played 82 games yet once. Michael Jordan's rookie year, he played 82. See, this is the thing, guys. When I talk to you guys about... Hold on. When I told you guys about Victor Wembanyama's, the John Morants, the Zion Williamsons, right? When we talk about some of these guys, Devin Booker's, the other guy, the Trae Youngs, right? These are supposed to be Luka Doncic, the young stars, SGA. I want to put Nikola Jokic in this group because he's 30. I think he's 30 now. So to me, I'm talking about the young guys, right? You know, and even like I see, even someone like a Luka Doncic and SGA, they're older than the Victor Wembanyama's or a Zion Williamson. But when we talk about these young stars in the league, right? These guys that have been in the league for the last, 5, 6, 7 years now, these are supposed to be the next talent, right? The Jason Tatums, the Tyrese Halliburtons, right? These are supposed to be Cooper Flag now, right? These are supposed to be the talented players that are coming up in the NBA. These are supposed to be the big name guys, the young players. But they're never there. John Morant's never there, and he's a bonehead. No one really wants to support John Morant. He's a clown. John Morant, to me, shouldn't even be allowed to play in the NBA anymore. To me, he's lost that privilege. See, there's a thing. It's a privilege for these guys, but they don't get that. They think that it's a right for them to play in the NBA. Oh, I'm supposed to be in the NBA. I'm 6'8". I'm 6'7". I got all these skills. I got this. I did that. I could do this. I'm supposed to be in the NBA. Y'all supposed to pay me this. Nah, man, it's a privilege for y'all to be there. And y'all forgot that. That's what we clown you fools. But John Morant's never there. Zion Williamson's never there. Never there. So you have right now, you have Victor Wembanyama out. You have Zion Williamson out indefinitely. These guys are just out. Like, how was that help lifting the game? But Trae Young's been out all season, right? Pretty much, right? Jason Tatum's out all season. Tyrese Halliburton's out all season. All these guys, Luka Doncic's in and out of the lineup. All these guys in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. They're out here, they're out there, they're out there, they're out. I mean, they're never there. So how is the game getting lifted up when you're never on the court? These are the young players, man. These are the top guys. But they're not there. So like I said, where's Victor Wembanyama, dude? Where are you? And the Spurs are still winning games. So shout out to the San Antonio Spurs for winning some games, having some talent on that team. But you need Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs are not doing anything without Victor Wembanyama. And like I said, wouldn't it be great for the NBA to have a Spurs team right? That's been crappy over the last couple of years. What, they won 20 games last year? To have a Spurs team who looks much better this year with Victor Wembanyama there to compete against a Houston Rockets with Kevin Durant, right? Or SGA's Thunder, right? Or the Luka Doncic Lakers team, Steph Curry's Warriors, Nikola Jokic Nuggets. Like, don't you want to see Victor Wembanyama versus Nikola Jokic in a playoff scenario? Wouldn't that be cool in the first round? Wouldn't that be interesting? Right? It would, man. Or Victor Wembanyama versus one of his countrymen like Rudy Gobert in Minnesota. Like, that would be a good matchup. That would be good for the game to have some of these young guys out there. Because the funny thing about this, guys, is that when I told you guys about the young players, 27 and under, 28 and under, these young guys, that's the prime of your life. You're not going to get better as you age when it comes to sports, right? Playing sports, you're not going to get better at this as you age. So if you can play 82 games now, 78 games now, 77 games now, how the hell are you going to play 78, 82 games at 32, at 31? You're not going to be able to do this. It's not going to work. If you can't do it in your prime, you're not going to be able to do it in your 30s. That's what I'm saying. Like, these guys are supposed to be in the best shape of their life right now. This is the best version of themselves physically, athletically. Your heart, your lungs, everything's supposed to be at max. And these guys are never there. You know what? Because they don't eat right. They don't take care of themselves. You guys think these guys are doing stuff in the offseason. They don't care about this stuff, man. They don't think about this stuff. It's not important. I mean, look at society. We look like hell in society. People don't care. I was laughing with my wife yesterday morning. Yesterday evening. And I was talking to her how people spend so much time and they spend so much effort on other things other than themselves. And I laughed and I talked about how you'll see people out there in the world, maybe this is you, where you treat your dog, your pet, better than you treat yourself. Like, there are people out there, she has showed me this clip, this video. And you have people out there that, maybe they breed dogs, or maybe they're trainers of dogs, or, they're people that, they groom and they have like these pit bulls and stuff, right? So you'll see a video of somebody's pit bull. The dog's coat's all nice and shiny. They really taking care of this dog. The dog's eating the best food. It gets the best food, this dog, right? The dog is all stout. It's all muscular. They have the dog working out, training. But they won't do that themselves. They look like hell. You see the owners of these dogs? They look like crap. These people haven't ate a good meal in days and years, man. They never cared about being healthy. They never exercised. But you put all this time and energy into your dog? That doesn't make any sense, man. You should put that time and energy into yourself. You're going to have your dog eating all the top-notch food, but you're not going to eat top-notch food? You're not going to worry about what you put in your body? That's weird to me, man. That doesn't make any sense. Like I said, we all should love our pets. I have a dog, man. And I would never want anything to happen to my dog because of me, because I neglected it. But at the same time, I cannot prioritize my dog over me. It doesn't work like that. Who's going to take care of the dog if I'm jacked up? The dog can take care of me? No. So why are we feeding our pets, or worried about feeding our pets better food than we're feeding ourselves? Because we should be pay attention to what we're giving our pets. I make sure that I would give my dog the best food possible. But damn it, I do the same thing for myself. For myself first, though. You guys know I'm about fitness health on this channel. People don't care. I told you, people worry more about their hair than they do their health. They spend more money on their hair, more money on tattoo. I talk about this on my fitness channel. People actually spend more money and care and effort on their tattoos. They'll be on a waiting list for a tattoo for months, waiting for a tattoo artist. But you wouldn't spend that amount of time picking and choosing what you're going to eat. You wouldn't spend that kind of time in the gym, right? No, you wouldn't. Weird stuff from people. So a lot of these guys, they don't care about it like that. They don't think about exercising the right way. Or, I told you, the trainers that they have are a joke. These trainers are a joke, guys. All right? A lot of these guys, their trainer needs a trainer. So I really question what a lot of these guys are doing in the offseason. Like, how serious they're taking it. And once again, they're just not mentally tough. A lot of these guys, in my opinion, could play through a lot of this stuff, but they just don't want to. They choose not to. Like Jerry Seinfeld chose not to run. I choose not to run. I choose not to play today. That's what they do, essentially. Not saying Victor Wembanyama is doing this, but damn it, dude, we need you out there. You're never out there. Yeah, once again, this dude's on pace to once again miss half the season, guys. He's played half of the Spurs games. Where's Victor Wembanyama, man? It's a calf injury. It's not good, man. Like, is this an Achilles thing? Is he dealing with an Achilles? I'm telling you, these long, tall guys with skinny legs, guys, that's not a build. Like, I don't want to be built like Victor Wembanyama, man. Great fan from being 7'4", man. But, guys, being tall is not good. It's not good for your health. Tall people die faster than shorter people, guys, or average-sized people. That's just the facts. That's just the way the human body works, right? Being tall is not good for you. So if you're a tall person like that, you have to be extra sensitive to your health, to what you're doing with yourselves. And these guys think just because they're professional basketball players, that makes you like, oh, I don't have to worry about this or that. I'm a professional athlete. I have to do this or that. Yeah, you do. You're supposed to be doing even more. Not me. Like, I shouldn't be caring about my body and my health and nutrition more than a professional athlete should. But these guys, once again, you think James Harden cares about his health and nutrition? No, he doesn't. That's why he's never there when it matters most. These guys don't understand there's a correlation there. Right? I tell you guys all the time, don't chase the look, chase the feeling. But I've also told you guys what? The look and the feeling are correlated. So if you feel like crap more often, you look like crap, guys. It goes hand in hand, man. It's just the way it goes. So once again, man, Victor Wembanyama's been out. I hope he comes back soon because the season's it's going by, man. Like I said, we're already 25 games into the season here. Next thing you know, you're going to turn around, it's going to be 40 games played, and Victor Wembanyama ain't been out there. And I said, the guy was having a great season. He was having one of them MVP candidate seasons. The Spurs were winning games. They were relevant again. And then he's out of there. And this is the problem with the NBA, guys. I told you guys all the time, the great players from back in the day, they were always there. And like I said, even if they weren't all 82 games every season, they tried to be there all games every season. And also, more often than not, those players, when they were 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, those first 4 or 5 years in the league, because a lot of those guys went to college, they were there. They weren't missing all of these games. These guys are missing all these games in their primes. You guys know the deal, man. These are the facts, man. Once again, shout out to Victor Wembanyama, man. I hope he comes back. Hope this isn't a serious thing, but it's not looking good, guys. The dude's missed a lot of games already in the first 3 seasons of his career. Missed a lot of games already, man. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.